Have you ever been to a wedding or a conference or some big banquet and just thought, wow, everything is running like clockwork? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you the real engine that makes those flawless events happen.
I mean, really think about it. We've all been to the other kind of event, right? Where the food is late, the microphone keeps cutting out, the music is questionable, total chaos. So how do the great ones pull it off so smoothly? Is it just dumb luck?
Nope, it is absolutely not luck. A seamless event is the result of a super disciplined, really collaborative process. And right at the heart of that process is one single crucial document that basically becomes the master plan for the entire team. Okay, so let's talk about that blueprint. Every single great event, I don't care if it's a huge rock concert or a tiny, intimate dinner, it all starts with a single source of truth. This is the document that turns a simple plan into an ironclad promise.
And it's called the Banquet Event Order, or BEO for short. You can think of it as the mission plan for the whole event. It's the architect's blueprint. It's the orchestra's sheet music. It is the one document that spells out every single detail, so there's no room for the kind of miscommunication that leads to total disaster.
And when I say detail, I mean it. The detail here is everything. Get the guest count wrong, you run out of food. Miss just one dietary restriction, you could be looking at a serious medical issue. Forget to check the AV needs? Well, the CEO's big speech is happening in total silence. You see, every single item on this checklist is basically closing a door on a potential disaster.
But, a blueprint is totally useless if you don't actually build anything with it. So that brings us to the action plan. This is the official countdown to showtime where everything kicks into high gear inside a really critical 72-hour window.
And this timeline, it is non-negotiable, and for a very good reason. The BO goes out 72 hours beforehand. Why? That gives the kitchen enough time to order all the right ingredients, it gives the schedulers time to get the right staff, and the tech teams time to reserve the gear. Then, 48 hours out, the formal meeting is called. This makes sure that everyone has actually had time to read the plan and show up ready with smart questions.
So all of this leads to the main event of the planning phase, the mission briefing, aka the BO meeting. And listen, this is not some boring status update. This is the moment where true collaboration kicks in. The entire team gets in a room to review, to debate, and finally to commit to the plan together.
The meeting itself is super structured. It always starts with the big picture. Who's our client? What are they trying to achieve here? Then it drills down into the nitty-gritty, the menu, the exact timing for service, the setup, the decor, who's responsible for what. They even talk about guest experience enhancements. Those little extra touches that take an event from just good to truly unforgettable.
And this, right here, is where the real magic happens. This meeting isn't just about people reading a document out loud. It's all about proactive problem solving. It's the chance for the chef to say, hey, what about this specific allergy? Or for the banquet manager to flag a potential traffic jam in the service flow. This is where you find and fix problems before they ever get anywhere near a guest.
All right, so the plan is locked in, all the questions have been answered, and the team is completely aligned. Now it's time to go from the briefing room to the event floor. This is where that plan on a piece of paper becomes a perfect reality.
Just try to imagine the energy on the day of the event. There's no chaos. No one's running around asking frantic questions. It's just this calm, focused hum of activity. The kitchen, the setup crew, the AV team, everybody knows exactly what they need to do and when they need to do it, because they are all perfectly synchronized to that one BO. And the communication doesn't just stop after that big meeting either. Nope. The meeting notes are sent out to everyone. There's another quick huddle on the day of the event. And right before the doors open, the banquet manager does a final walkthrough with the client to confirm every last detail is perfect. See? It's all about closing every single loop. But wait, we are not done yet. The process doesn't just end when the last guest walks out the door. The final step, and you could argue it's one of the most important, is the one that guarantees they keep getting better and better. A A structured debrief is held. The team gets together and talks about what went perfectly, but more importantly, they dig into any challenges that popped up. What did the client have to say? What can we do better next time? This isn't about pointing fingers or placing blame. It's about capturing those lessons so the entire organization gets smarter with every single event it hosts.
So why? Why go through all this trouble? Because this entire painstaking process is laser focused on two things and two things only: hitting 100% guest satisfaction and running at peak operational efficiency. It's about delivering absolute excellence every single time.
So the next time you find yourself at an event that just feels effortless, remember what we talked about today. What you're experiencing is not magic. It's the beautiful, visible result of a powerful, invisible process. It's the BOO, it's the meetings, and it's the team that brings that plan to life. Repeatable success is never, ever an accident.
And that leaves me with one last thought for you. This whole framework of clear documents, collaborative meetings, constant feedback, it's not just for banquets. So think about it. What project, what process, what team in your own work could use this kind of clarity and alignment? What in your world needs its own BEO meeting?